Yeah. uh-huh. Yeah. Shit. Grams leaders CCs, pounds. Close cap, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of, leaders of, grams, get your dosed up, cut this up, host up, and get dosed up. This for them voted like the movement, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk they can't relate. I gotta elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for the deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in no trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians feel to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm really live for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that true serum hooked directly through your veins. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a close up, close up, close up, a close up, grams of it, tune in, liters of it, close up, pounds of it. Pounds of it, yeah, grams of it, liters of pounds, get you dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up, dosed up. Thank you, yeah. I was giving myself a little echo till I pow, some sound effects, some came in. I needed some kind of AI, something up in this thing. But hey, it's Monday night. Hey, you know, they call me Sharpshooter, Dose, or Hood Doc, but just make sure you call me back if I loan you some. I got to my right, my homie Love Doc Mitch.
What's going on? It's your boy Mitch, aka Sanchez, aka Money Mitch, aka Doobie's Dad, and also known as the Love Doc.
All right, now we got to swing this thing to Lab. Now, Lab, what else, man? You can't just be Lab now. Give me about 4, 5 more names now and shit.
Shot
DJLAB, internationally known. If you ain't never heard of me, you're not international, you domestic.
Oh, he got an intro. Okay, I like that.
Man, say he got Soul Train. He don't need to go international.
He got his own cup over there somewhere. But okay, quick weekend recap for everybody, man. I didn't really do too much, but just do some cleaning at the crib so that I could get my house ready for something I got coming up for y'all next month. It'd be a little something called Hitting It At Home. You know, I'll get into that a little bit later. I don't want to drop too much on that. I see Alicia Nicole just stepped on the line. What's up? How you doing? And what's up? What y'all do this weekend?
Shows, podcast. Yeah. Sunday I probably had about 4 of them. Saturday I didn't do anything. I tried to do laundry and clean up my room, get myself straightened out a little bit. And that's about all I did. The shows take up so much time. It's just like it's really not much time in between to do anything else. So Sunday I was pretty busy.
Yeah. I know I called in on 2 of them. Yeah. What's up, Mitch? What you had
man, just hung out a little bit, drank a little bit, chiefed a little bit.
Chiefed a little bit, okay. What tribe you in, Chief?
Spent time with my daughter and loved one, man, you know. All of that good stuff, man. It was a real cool weekend. You know, that weather had threw us off, the last weekend and stuff. Look like it's about to spin the block.
Boy.
But we'll see. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. You know. Either way it go. You know.
See, I think I'm gonna do my little 4-something in the morning trek, cause I don't feel like coming out to a car that's gonna have snow all on it. Then I can't get home where I
think you're safe until the afternoon.
I get off at 3:30 though. Is that noonish enough? I mean,
it might be cranking up right.
See, I can't do no Gilligan and get stranded in this bitch, boy. You had me like, I'm gonna get to the crib. I mean, I use my feet, something like that. I'm on my exercise kick anyway. I might as well.
Yeah, I started today.
What you do today?
Detox and exercise.
Okay.
Limiting my sugar intake. Drinking more water. Staying away from alcohol.
Yeah, making me feel.
I don't drink alcohol anyway. I really don't drink anyway. But just trying to, not really stop them, but limit the amount I'm intaking, and I'm trying to take in more water because I had stopped drinking a lot of water last few years, but I want to get back to drinking nothing but water.
It's so funny you bring that up, Lab. Like I don't think I've ever talked about it on the show. Like I hate drink, man. Like and I know it's like it's your fuel for your body, but I have a real issue. like I gotta have some kind of juice, some kind of alcohol, man. You know, so I'm with you on that, man. I'm about to get better on about a 48 case today. I'm about to get on my regimen, man.
It's easier to do when you don't try to think that you got to drink 2 gallons on one day. If you drink 1 bottle of that 48 pack, you know, a day, and then up it maybe the next week drink 2 just to try to get some of it in you. It's not as see what people do that I've noticed, and I used to do this too, is that I look at it and I'm like, man, you know, they say you gotta drink a gallon of water, so I'm thinking I gotta drink that gallon as soon as I start, and it's not really like that. You just take in what you can. Drink more than what you normally do.
That's a start.
Right, that's a start.
Mush, what's up, Chico?
Y'all sound funny over here. Y'all can just call me Mr. Boucher. I'm like the water boy.
We know you.
Yeah. Oh, but before we get too far into all of what we have done and all of this, I want to rewind this thing right quick. I'm about to throw an M up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Martin Luther King. You know, I do want to take note of that. You know what I'm saying? And basically, when y'all really be seeing me do this anyway, that really stands for that. All the martyrs that I feel like with the Malcolms, the Marcuses, you know what I'm saying? The Marley, the Meggers, the Mandelas, the Mayas. That's why I do my M's when you see that. So and the Misfits, by the way. But yeah,
that's dope.
So you know, I just felt like I wanted to take a little time out.
Quick, while you on that, and you know, then we'll slide. But quick story time with Mitch. My elementary school, 1st through 4th grade, I went to Our Lady of Lourdes. It's on Boulevard. And it's literally right across the street from the King Center. The day that they did the Sing Celebrate video, I was there. Like I was actually at the taping of the video. Yeah. So I was there. So yeah, man. And we used to go to his parents' house was like right next to the school. So yeah, man, we definitely was immersed in that whole thing right there. Yep.
Since we story time, and then let's go ahead and we political story time, and man, like. You know, Andy Young and his son grew up around us.
Yeah.
John
Maynard Jackson.
Miles, they son, the
Everybody
Arringtons.
did.
I went to school with Michelle
John
Arrington,
Lewis.
you know, So, I mean, you know, that's our
definitely, yeah.
If you from the A, you know. If you're not, oh, well, you missed out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, okay, so I guess we have summed up our little weekends, man. We ain't get lit or nothing like that, but that's cool. You're going to have some weekends like that.
Right.
When you're business-oriented, man, health-oriented, and you just want to go ahead and tidy up so you can get started with your routines. That's definitely what I was doing. But y'all about to see the results of that. Like I say, coming soon, you're going to be like, oh, that's why his weekend was like that. Man, boy, y'all going to run y'all ass up out of here with these workouts.
Modern day Jack LaLanne. Well, they might be too young to know who Jack LaLanne is.
Yeah. You can call me Baby Ludo. You know what I'm saying? Lou Ferrigno.
They too young.
That's the whole right there. The original whole.
Richard Simmons.
Oh, no. We ain't gonna do that, man. Don't Billy Blanks me or none of that. You know
Billy
what I'm saying?
Blanks. Oh yeah.
Hey, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
That was a thing, though. Billy Tabo was
making some money,
thing,
man.
Yeah, I hope he got compensated well for that.
Okay, now I just see,
the spirits
message. Yeah, the lights just went out on us right quick, y'all. I think we just that electric because it's still shining and we still going.
The spirits. Nah,
we're tripping
good.
breakers in this thing. Oh yeah, I see the TV went up, but we still.
Still
I'm still on me.
Yeah.
We having a little bit of technical difficulties right here. So me and Love Doc finna go ahead and keep going while my man Lab fix these things for us.
Gonna go ahead and let the people know what we're talking about,
bro. Yeah, man. You know that's the topic for today. An old ass word. It sounds like I'm from the 16th century. You know what I'm saying? Send for the royal foes, send for the and all that. But yeah, courtship, man, and kind of like basically it's really got a stage of dating in it, man, and how we're doing that today. I think it's a lot of confusion or a lot of demanding, a lot of audacity, a lot of privilege. You know what I'm saying? When it should be more of a team effort or planning, but I'll go into the actual definition of courtship just in case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If my listeners and viewers don't know, but courtship is a period of time when a couple gets to know each other and develop a romantic relationship. All right, and then it's also, like I said, refers to dating. But now these key words, the key word is romantic because I had to look that up because see, it sounds kind of simplistic. But now up under the courtship, you know what I'm saying, they had spend time together, which is what you do, and it actually had go out on the date. but it had express affection and then have conversations, right? Now, all of this technically, I think need to be done before. It didn't say nothing about no money. It didn't say nothing about no coming in with the half. It didn't say nothing about jumping in nobody's DM and paying no goddamn bills or none of that. It didn't say nothing about that.
Nothing about that.
No. But what it did do is
give a gunshot for that, man.
Yeah, please, man. Give me a nuclear bomb. I need a neutron bomb. Can you make me evaporate and come back?
Shit. We got to reset it because the power went out. So
nah, it's all good.
Okay, you know, we can do our own sound effect. Boom. Okay, now there we go. Right. Poof. All right. Now, but with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It did have under there like couples can like gifts, give gifts. Then it had dance, man, of course. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like text basically and like and interact on social media, which is I think I wouldn't do that. That's like third parties. I definitely have that in there. But all right, so that's just to start it off, like the definition of courtship. You have anything you want to add to that, Mitch? Or you waiting till my man get everything up and running? I can keep going.
Nah, I mean, I'll slide on in. I don't know, man. Like Atlanta, and I mean, I lived a couple of places, man. Atlanta's a very weird place to date, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like it's just a very, very strange dating grounds. You know, I've become lucky, but you know, it's weird, man. Like it's the home of reality TV. You know, it's the home of comparisons, man. I think like
a lot of flexing going on.
There's a lot of flexing going on, but it's a lot of comparing, man. It's a lot of what people see on TV. They're trying to measure their relationships, you know, up to those standards. You know, appreciate that. But yeah, they're trying to measure up to those standards, and it's so unrealistic, man. So you know, I'll delve into that a little bit more, you know, later in the show. But you know, back to you. Go ahead.
All right. So now, up under the courtship, the main thing that I saw, you know what I'm saying, that I can kind of stand on that, man. The first word was purpose, because at where I'm at now in life, it's purpose. Like for those that be like, hey man, don't jump in no DM if you can't pay no bills or something like that. It's like, yeah, I could pay some bills. I could pay my own bills. I could possibly pay your bills too. But here go the thing. When you dealing with me, you dealing with a gangster, a businessman, and a gentleman all at the same time. So the businessman gonna click in effect with me. And this is an investment. You know what I'm saying? To me, if I'm courting you, this is an investment. I'm investing in you. I'm investing my time. You know what I'm saying? Some emotions in it, because we're going to get to that. And then my money. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I need a payout. And the payout ain't you opening up your legs. Like, I can get that anywhere. So my thing is, I'm not investing for sex. So what you giving me? You know what I'm saying? If I'm coming through trying to pay some bills, what's up? What?
Yeah,
that's how I look at that.
I'm feeling like it's what I call the happiest medium, man. Relationships, marriages, all of that, man. Easy to get into, hard to maintain, man. I mean, like extremely. It's the maintaining.
You sound like you done got in the gang. Or it's the like you banging in this bitch, boy.
It's the maintaining of it all, man. Because you know all of that at the beginning. It's great, right? You know what I mean, But man, maintaining it, you know, and keeping it afloat, that's where the work come in, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like with me, I'm like maybe I'm not gonna say the opposite of kind of maybe what you just. I'm like extremely like laid back. Like my mom used to always tell me, like, you know, just I need you to, you know, I never showed a whole lot of emotion. So my mom would always be on me about, you know, showing emotions and stuff. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It's just that, you know, I'd be kind of like, something like Lab had said a while back on the show about reading the room, just kind of sitting back for a minute because I've been there to where I did go ahead and throw my whole hand in on somebody. And I'm telling you, man, it was they robbed the poker game.
You had to know it was holding over.
Right. Exactly, man. So, you know, I got more good days behind and ahead of me. So now, you know, it's just about finding that happy medium with somebody. No comparisons with nobody. No comparisons with nobody relationship. No old relationships that, you know what I'm saying, I had with anybody or no shit like that at all. You know, just focusing, y'all, on what we can do to keep our thing going. Keep the main thing, you know.
So the purpose is like to build a connection and then to decide if the couple is like compatible for a long-term commitment. So, you know, basically, and figure out if the couple, you know, has similar goals and ways of thinking. So to me, like, if you just jumping into something for straight attraction, and y'all don't even know if y'all mentally aligned yet. So when the attraction wear off, what you got? And what is your purpose? Like a lot of times, like, you know, I will say this though, you know, but women will be like, you know, what's your purpose? But it'll be like if you on an app. Like, what's your purpose? What the fuck you mean what my purpose is on the app? We on the app. You know what I'm saying? But now ask me what my purpose is, and I see you, I meet you somewhere physically and we not online, then it hit different. You see what I'm saying? But me, like I say, I date with a purpose, man, because I ain't trying to that morning after be with somebody and look at you and be like, how the hell did you still here?
Let me ask a question. Are you talking about online? Do you consider online proper courting? Like, do you consider that to be like online dating to be proper courting, or getting to know somebody properly that way via text and stuff before you even meet? Or do you think you just gotta, like, if you're online dating, you just want to be like, all right, I like, you know, you look good, let's meet them, have a conversation face to face? Do you rather do that, or you rather just keep talking to each other via the messages on the online dating service?
Oh man, I mean, the dating services, man, like, no, cause that ain't what you want, bruh. You kind of want to meet someone like the way I am now. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to see you a little bit before I try to talk to you. So that limits me unless I'm jumping down on you when I see you. You see what I'm saying? Like in an environment, like if I go out to eat or something.
What do you mean by you trying
meaning
to see
you have to be in
before
my environment. Meaning like if you work where I work at,
you gotta
or
see
if you go
out.
to the gym and I see you quite frequently, and I can tell a pattern. You see what I'm saying? That's what I've developed, because I mean, I look at it like, damn, man, if all the times and all the relationships I've been in, maybe not all of them, but let's say a lot of them, if I met you somewhere and I just jumped on you then and there and it was physical attraction, but I didn't have the time to observe how you are. Right. Like, I could see you clocking in month after month after month. I got it. Like, working with women gave me a different perspective on things. Okay. You don't see these women every damn day. When the ones I see every day, I'm like, shit, you could be like that. And me just looking at some tight ass jeans and shit, I don't get the full story.
So you don't have no type?
No, I definitely got a type.
Okay.
Bro, right. I got a type. A type, yeah, because I mean, I'm picky as fuck. You see what I'm saying? My type, man, I want intellect, I want looks, attraction, I want hustle, I want that's you right there.
It is, man.
Oh, yeah. See, so look. Here we go. I'm gonna teach my man right now while we live. That's when you heard me say, "Let me get these volumes and things." That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing, Chizzy. Yeah, Chizzy, they gonna blow your ass up, Chizzy. You courting on you? Are you courting? What we talking about?
It's probably my homeboy asking, "Are we doing the show?" Yeah,
asking is we doing the show. He can call in. Oh, by the way, anybody can call in 678-740-9894. But you see how I just read that thing out just like that?
Ooh, you learned it. You learned it. You put that in your mental.
Hey man, memorizing, man. No. Ever since the cell phone came out, I was like, the hell with that.
I want to piggyback.
But I got them old school
numbers. I want to piggyback
on
Lab though. Like, I feel like in today's society, it was funny. We were me and a couple of my own boys, we were listening to some music the other night, and Computer Love came on, and we were like, man, like that was like 30 years ahead of his time,
right?
With this whole online dating stuff. He was talking about dating in Computer Love, and I'm just like, it's the convenience. I think for some people, like I don't really, it doesn't matter. However I meet you. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's convenience for some. Like
I think it also takes the anxiety away for a lot of people who may be nervous to introduce or to talk with someone face to face right off. They may be, like, okay, well, I can send her a message, and if she don't reply, I won't be embarrassed. He won't be. He won't. If he don't reply, I won't be embarrassed.
I'll take that rejection like a man.
I think it has more to do with just dating and not feeling the sting of the rejection face to face versus on the computer screen, like Zap said.
Yeah.
A computer.
So even getting back to that, you're the I don't think you've been married before, unless it's a lot of shit you ain't told
married
me.
To the game.
But Lad, you've been married before, right? How long were you married?
25 years.
So, you know what I'm saying? We definitely need to be bending your ear about this shit. 25 years is a long fucking time. Can we curse?
Yes, okay. Yes.
It's a long time to be with the same person. So what was their common ground? And I mean, you know, if y'all...
Well, I think the common ground for us was that we had children and we were young, so we kind of grew together. We didn't have really that many, I guess you would say, embedded vices or embedded things when we were, because we were young. You know, I was 18, she was 17.
Okay.
So we had our first son, 17. You know, when we were 19. You know, so I'm 19, she was 18. So what happened was we just kind of grew together. Then eventually, after 25 years, we grew apart. See, that's the part people don't really know.
Love under new management.
Once you start getting older and you start noticing certain things, you know, other things, and somebody might like do this, something like my ex-wife, you know, she felt like being married young, she missed out on a lot of things.
I was just about to ask.
So that was a case of where I was coming up like the 23rd year. You know, she's like, you know, I feel like I missed out on a lot being married young and having children.
I have one of my closest friends. He you know, he had went through a divorce, but the same thing with you. Like they were college sweethearts. And, you know, I was talking to him one day, you know, and because I'm always like, you know, if it's, you know, if it's your partner and you talking to him, I'm like, man, what you do, man? You know what I'm saying? He was like, he said it really wasn't anything that I did. He said neither one of us had, that was it. We had been together, you know, 20 years. We hadn't, you know, really experienced dating or, you know what I'm saying, talking to anybody else like that. So he was just like, can you just imagine? It's a whole new ball game, a whole new world, you know. Once the kids get older.
Right, that's what happened, you know. But by that time, my youngest son was 18. I had two older ones that was in their 20s. So it became a thing of, man, you know, now they're gone, they're older, you know.
What we gonna do?
And she found something to do. But it was more of, you know, when I got married, I was in it for the long haul. You know, I wasn't really, I didn't really get married to get divorced. You get what I'm saying? So I got married. I was in there. But once things started falling apart, you know, you have to read the writing on the wall and figure out what's your next move gonna be. So that's what I did.
What's up, cuz?
All right, so I'm gonna say this before I get to the next thing that was up under the courtship. Man, every married man that I ask, if they had the chance to do it all over again, their answer be like, bruh, they damn near stay single. I don't want to get married again. I'm just, and you hear it from a man that has been married. So, hey,
I wouldn't get married.
Man, my homegirl Jay, man, she said something so profound to me. She just put it in the chat. She says, grow old with somebody, don't grow up with somebody.
Yeah, that makes sense right there.
Yeah.
So like the next one was dating, obviously, but now the difference is that's a stage of romantic relationships, because I'm getting ready to get on. I'm gonna follow up what a romantic relationship is, but a stage of romantic relationships in which two individuals regularly engage in activity together. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, we know that, but most often with the intention of evaluating each other's suitability as a partner in a future intimate relationship. So that's interesting, because the dating and courtship back in the day was, you're basically trying to see if they're suitable to get intimate with. You ain't trying to just jump off with the intimacy yet. That's why I kind of want to separate these words, because what a lot of people be expecting ain't even really what is meant. Actually, exactly. All right, so, and then it says, all right, so the romantic relationship is a connection between two people characterized by emotional and physical affection involving feelings of intimacy, commitment, and a desire for a long-term relationship. So what women got to understand is the two main components to that romance, because a lot of brothers may not be romantic. Some women may not be romantic, but the emotional part, because men definitely are physical. But like we just kind of alluded to, we, with our emotions, we kind of got them in a goddamn treasure chest box. And we crack them out for a woman. If you get our emotions, that is the commitment right there. That's why I'm saying, like, I kind of believe in the courtship part, because, yeah, man, I'm guarded as a motherfucker till I feel like you are worthy.
That's worth, that's worth showing your emotions too.
Of the investment and the emotions. You see what I'm saying?
True,
now the physical, we physical beings anyway. That's why I try not to make my decisions based off of how attracted I am to you.
Okay.
That's that sucker for love shit. Seriously, man, I used to be. But then I started realizing, man, look here, man. That ass ain't necessarily making me happy at all times, meaning my stress level. That ass come with an attitude. Seriously. I mean, and can you handle that attitude?
Right.
All right, Mitch, you look like you might want to pitch in. What's up, bro?
Nah, man. I was just really gonna say, like, what does dating these days like look like to people? I mean, like, you know, everybody has their own, you know, I guess synopsis of their own thing, or what I guess they would say what dating looks like. So, is it still like we're gonna go out to dinner, or we're gonna go out? And I mean, like, it's funny. Like, I posted this a bunch of times on my timeline for Facebook, and I've said something like to the effect of, like, if a guy asks you to go to what's a bookstore that's still open?
Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, like Barnes and Nobles for like coffee or something like that. You know, would you go? Would you go on a coffee date or something like that? But that's, you know, and you know, some of the answers, man, is just like, you know, it's like, nah, I'm gonna be hungry. I want to
bring some, goddammit.
You know, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me, like, I like to eat, so I'm gonna lead off.
Eat afterwards, then.
I'm gonna lead off with eating or whatever. But it's definitely gonna be something you can where you can get to know people. I'm guilty, probably in a way, in a sense. I normally do kind of, after we probably meet and talk to each other for the first time, I'm gonna bring you around. Probably gonna bring you around my people and see how you kind of interact.
First time?
No. I said after we, get to know each other and hang out like that. That's gonna be my next step.
When you say,
and I don't, and it's not for them to pass judgment. I just want to see what their social skills are like.
See, I be like anti-social, like, man, I don't even think y'all don't be knowing who I date. You know what I'm saying? I just like,
but see, to myself. This ain't the Middle East for me, man. I gotta like, I gotta see how you interact with people. I ain't gonna just shut you off, because to me, I've seen where it leads to problems down the road. Like, damn, why you don't never want to take me around your people? Why you don't never want to do this? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never met none of your people. I ain't never met none of your friends. Woo like that. So I never want to make them feel alienated or like I'm trying to hide them from anybody.
See, that's the thing. Like, okay, so growing up, the shit I was doing, man, like, I don't need you, man. You don't need to see that part. Like, my friends, like, man, that's liability. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, I separate all that. Like, that's my life. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal life, which is what I was going to get into. If it's personal to me, then I don't necessarily need to have it socially displayed to y'all, unless, like she say, if she's curious and want to. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't really be doing no double dating.
I feel like when you date somebody like really seriously, ain't no more personal life. I mean, I'm not saying it like in a bad way, but I mean, at a point, it ain't no more. You know, I mean, like I said, at this age for me, like, and I totally feel you.
Right.
Like, at this age for me now, if I'm with you and I'm with you, ain't no more, you know what I'm saying, personal life. Now, I'm not saying like personal, like, we ain't looking through phones, we ain't doing none of that bullshit. We're not doing that bullshit. But when I say personal life, it's just like, you know, I give you this for example. If it's on one of these type of things. If something happened to me, this is the person, like, you know what I'm saying? I want you to know somebody that knows somebody that know how to, you know. So what Sam Rothstein said, and somebody bring me back to life. It's always somebody that bring me back to life.
But so, yeah, I know. I got a daughter that'll do that for me, maybe a brother too. But the thing
she's
is,
of age though. Doobie is 10. She can't bring me back to life. Eventually though.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But man, I mean, like, so, okay, my thing is why do you feel like there's a need kind of like to have them like that? Like, most of the ones, the women that I've with, like, if you said personal, like I get it, but what I see as we age, what I see, like, do you give her girls' night out, all that, like, freedom, whatever? Okay, personal shit like that. So, all right, so then like, there are things that you don't know, clearly, right?
Absolutely.
So, and that's the personal part.
But I'm saying, like, I say, I mean, we don't know everything about each other. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
that'll take that to me. That takes something away. You want to have some kind of mystique, not no sneaky shit, but you know, like some kind of mystique. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But what I'm saying is like this. You know me, like I'm extremely sociable, like all the time. Slick kind of probably know everybody anyway. So I just, you know what I'm saying. I've been in situations where it's been like this person, they'll meet, they might just, it might not be me having them around, they'll meet the person that I'm dating or whatever, and then they'll know so much and be saying so much, and then they'll be like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I want everybody to be on the same page.
I don't, man. See, no, like, okay, I'm never gonna have communication like that with, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I've had some friends where I didn't do it, but like they had each other's girls' numbers and shit.
Oh, I mean, well,
see, I don't be on that.
Even getting to that now. It be some sucker shit now. It be some shit where you introduce your girl to somebody and the dude, you know, especially this day and age, it's so easy to get in touch with somebody. You know, it be some sucker shit where like a dude, they might try to holler at your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. So I feel you on that part, but I'm just like a real sociable person. It's gonna happen pretty much anyway, because a lot of times I just be out like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by that. But I want to slide to something else real quick. I don't know. I don't want to put you on the spot, Lab. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. Go ahead. But and if Slick is watching, hey Slick, let me go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey Slick.
Matter of fact, she got a couple of questions.
Okay.
Slick got him in the chamber.
She said, when you get over the ass, then what? And all coochies get old at some point, at some time. So what then?
So, the whole thing I said was, I'm a romanticist. I ain't even start a lead with that. Okay. But I did mention romantic relationships. Okay. So if you're a romanticist, like you really get a kick out of trying to make your lady happy. So I'm really trying to figure out things to keep that current electricity flowing between us. You know what I'm saying? That vibe going. So I'm gonna come with flowers. I'm gonna come with a card every now and then. I'm gonna come with whatever they like. Like, you know, I'm gonna do things so that they don't have to do it. I'm trying to relieve the stress, mentally and then physically. Okay. So that's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Just being on point with what they like.
Okay. What challenges, I'll ask both of y'all this, and y'all can go with whatever order y'all want to, but what challenges do you all find in dating? Like what
oh shit.
You know, I know well, you're in a steady relationship to Lab. So or did you all have any challenges in dating, or was it just boom, y'all hit it off the rip and that was it?
We had challenges.
Yeah, some challenges.
Everybody has challenges.
Dodge Challenger in this business.
I mean, I think everybody has challenges. You have to adjust, like we said on the show the other day. You have to adjust to people's vices, things they don't like, what they do like, how they are, just as
intangibles, man. I still have a young child, so there's an intangible too. Right. It's a package deal for me.
Some women don't even like men with children.
Dog,
but they
my previous
you gotta
relationship.
take them how they come.
Right. Then they do have, you know what I'm saying? Like they do have children. Like
my previous relationship, she had grown children. Right. Like grown children. And like I emphasized this point before we started dating seriously, like, yo, I have a young child. Right. And for the most part, my child was with me, you know, for the most part. So, you know, oh yeah, I'm good with that, and, you know, woo. But time goes by, you know, you might want to do something and I can't necessarily. So, you know, it's intangibles to that thing. I think that's definitely I ain't even gonna say a roadblock or speed bump or nothing like that with dating, because that should be something laid on the table immediately. You know,
but you know the funny part about that is, you know, like we've had, like when we did Westside Misfits, you know, the young lady who's a co-host on that, you know, she's dating, and she says she found out she don't like men who have kids that come visit, like they older, or they may come over and visit. But the problem I have with that is that, but you stay with your mama. Like your mama stays with you.
You put it out there like that.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of unfair. You get what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be upset with me having children that come visit, but you are not upset with the fact that when your mom stays with you. Like I don't get the critical thinking of that. You get what I'm saying? Like my kids may stay with me, but they in and out. You get what I'm saying? Or if I do have children that may be teenagers that stay with me, okay. But your mom still stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get to the uneven part of this conversation to where it's okay for your mom to stay with you, but my children stay? That's a deal breaker. Man, and you should be happy to date somebody that's taking care of their children. I'm thinking.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I might be drinking, man, but this courtship shit actually making kind of sense. So
Slick said kids can be deal breakers. She said, I don't know anyone who ain't cheating or been cheated on.
So. Hey, let me
That's why you gotta hug me tight at night, cause I'm gonna go through that motherfucking phone.
So
everything I discovered about cheating has been discovered in the fucking phone. I don't care what nobody says.
Man, look here.
Hey, yo.
I think
it's a lot of truth.
People, cause I'm about to say what the intimacy in courtship represents, and it don't represent what people would probably think it does. All right, so intimacy is the sharing of personal thoughts, feelings, and experiences with your partner, building trust and a deep level of understanding. So, yeah, like you getting intimate with their mind. You want a deep level of understanding of somebody before you keep going. So I'm just looking at this. If these seem to be like some set out little method, little standards you can go by, and if you really took the time to pay attention to this, you might pick a better person.
You know,
Ms. Michelin says emotions equals commitment. You think so?
Yeah, like I alluded to earlier, man. Like when I started displaying or having feelings, or for me, like overtly having feelings or emotions, it was over with. Then my nose was open. So like that's why like now it's kind of hard. It's hard for me to like
crack your code.
Man, for real, man. And I'm not that dude. Like I'm a very, very romantic, very caring, very kind of dude like that. Dude. But for me to like kind of really get that, I mean, and I don't be hard on nobody or nothing like that. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, for me to be emotionally tied with somebody now, like, yeah, you got to really be somebody who, you know what I'm saying, broke down that
See, Emotions is a lady group from damn near the 60s or the 70s.
Right.
They sung
Emotions.
Don't ask my neighbor. Come to meet me. Come on, bro. Don't try me on that though.
That's where Earth, Wind, and Fire.
So, hey. Now, what I want to do is we about these universal laws this year. So I'm explaining how some of these universal laws can attach to the courtship.
Okay.
The ones that I got right here, one of them is the law of conscious detachment, right? So with that, it's like distancing yourself from negative energy or people and situations. So I'm like, focus less on what bothers you that's beyond your control, and detach yourself from being affected emotionally from results and actions that are not attributed to you. Pretty much like stay in your own lane and mind your own business. So, a lot of times if you are in a particular relationship or trying to enter a relationship, man, I kind of like detach myself, like you say, what's going on socially and what somebody else may be trying to put in my mind before I go forward and try to talk to somebody. Like I'm detached from all of that. If it's particular flaws of some person that, you know what I'm saying, I can live with, I detach myself from that. Like I know if I can't change it, then you know what I'm saying, let them be them, so it can be comfortable. You know. But when you focus on a lot of these things, or if you think that you can change something that you can't, then now I believe like you're forcing that relationship.
You think so?
Hell yeah, man. Like, okay, look at it like this. Instead of certain women detaching themselves from these dudes' flaws, they take that nurturing role. Like, it's a challenge. I can break a girl. I can change. And next thing you know, they be like, man, that man ain't about shit.
It's twofold, man. That shit go both ways, man. Because I'm going to tell you, man, and I'm, I love my women, man. God knows I do, man. But some of the issues, man, these daddy issues, man, with women, and a couple of other issues as well, man.
Right.
Definitely, man. I have dated, in the past, I've dated some females who, for sure, they wouldn't say it, but they had some.
They had a few.
They had, like daddy issues. Like either the dad wasn't there, they didn't know how to receive love from a male figure because they weren't around.
Now, hold on. Now, I think that's not guilty. I think that's not necessarily just because they didn't have dads. I've met women who don't know how to receive love from a male, and they daddy was there.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I know,
was it because the daddy wasn't showing them no love?
No, it wasn't that. It was just that's the way they were. They were used to dating. Now, see, this is where we get into a whole.
I'm glad
they
y'all
were used
on
to
this
dating
too,
men who necessarily didn't show love in certain ways, like emotional or
they
telling you or whatever the case may be. I mean, I think that's a product of the environment as well, because if you have a young lady who's been in the hood and with the niggas who they sell drugs, street life, their emotions may be different because the street niggas not necessarily showing the same type of love that a regular square will. You get what I'm saying?
Not a square.
I'm a square. I'm a square. I'm gonna tell you, I'm a square. I'm a L7 for real.
No, I'm good. I'm good. No, Lab. I don't even take
Rubik's
that.
Cube.
I don't take that as an insult at all, because that's what the status quo.
Right.
You know, if you do or if you're nice. I mean, especially growing up for me.
Right.
You know, we listen to so much 8-Ball and MJG.
Break a bitch.
You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying, that put you in that kind of mind, or you round your boys.
Right.
You know, like, and I well, since we on this topic, because we probably won't spend the block about this, but story time with Mitch, man. So
story up, bro.
I'll never forget this, man. I'll never forget as long as I live. Some people watching might already know this story. He know it, but he don't remember this. So I wasn't part of this shit, wasn't
No.
We was in middle school though, but I was in 6th grade, man, and it was this girl like I really, really liked this girl. And like 6th, 7th grade, I had kind of got out of the little coming from Catholic school. I was kind of hitting my stride a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I had met a girl, she was like a year older than me. And her best friend, she probably watching, man. And this girl hates when I tell this story. But anyway, we were in middle school together. It was Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So you know, I had kind of told my mom, you know, and I told my dad too, you know what I'm saying, that it was this girl I liked. I wanted to go and get her something for Valentine's Day. So they was kind of like on some, you know, they didn't really think it was like a big deal. So it was like, well, what you want to get her, a card? It's like a little box of chocolates. And like people watching this, cookie cakes are like a huge, like
shit. You don't went to bring around with the goddamn. I don't know where this shit going.
Cookie cakes are like a big, or I don't know if they still are. But when we were kids,
factory on that.
Yeah, the cookie factory. So they were a big deal when we were younger. Like you know, you get a girl a cookie cake. It's a birthday thing, stuff like that. So so they was like looking at me because I want to get her a cookie cake and I want to get her, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the other, right? So my mom was kind of like, you know, it's cute, but I could see like some trepidation in my dad's eyes, like, oh, shit.
I remember in the simp.
So they took me to the mall. I got the cookie cake, and then they had like these floor cards, like floor cards. You can sit them on the floor.
Okay.
So man, I'll never forget this as long as I live. Then on top of that, I dressed up.
Oh boy, hey, I know I wasn't around. You wouldn't have survived this shit. You dressed up.
I just never told you. I might have even changed clothes like before the end of the day.
Damn, did you have a candy grab?
You ain't dressed up, did you? Hey, sometimes you gotta be fly.
Look, man, I had on
like the plane. And
I mean, we was kind of, me and the girl was kind of kicking it, so it wasn't like one of them things to like where this was just like, will you be my Valentine type of shit. We had been talking. So man, I had on like, I was fresh, man. I think I might have had on like all white, like a turtleneck, had a herringbone.
Like Lionel Richie in this bitch or something.
So man,
yeah, give him a bang, bang, bang,
so
bang,
look,
bang. Yeah.
I come into school. I got the you know, I got the card tucked. I got the, you know what I'm saying, the cookie cake.
Okay.
And all of my homeboys, man, they just like, nigga.
Hey.
Like, what the hell, man?
Joffrey looking ass.
I done walked in there, man. So I walked to her class, give her the stuff, and she's just like, oh, this is so nice. And woo. And all of her friends are just like, you know what I'm saying?
They loving it.
Around me and just like, oh, this is so nice. I wish my man did this and this, that, and the other. So fast forward, man. What's up, Boops? Hey, man. Hey, D. Bro. Fast forward to lunchtime, man.
Right.
I'm in the lunch line, and I don't know, man, and my boy Dante watching with me, but we still laugh about this. Yeah, so we laugh about it to this day. So we in the lunch line, just chilling, And that my homeboy Dante, man, my best friend, 35 years, man.
Now Watts.
He points, Slick Watts, man.
Watts.
He points to the table. He was like, "Hey, man, ain't that your girl?" So I look over at the table. She feeding another nigga my cookie.
Boom, boom, boom. Blow this nigga up. Blow him up. Yeah.
On top of her
a yacht horn.
feeding this nigga my cookie cake. I walked like past her classroom. She done threw the card in the trash.
Oh, give him another one. Boom, 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 boom.
So that trauma, man.
Put him on lockdown. You got the bars clear.
Put him in the corner somewhere, man. The trauma started early with me, man. That shit was crazy, man. So yeah, and I was like, I felt so bad. And the funniest thing about it was, like, I remember, like, I think we might have had basketball practice or something after school, and I was changing my clothes, and all the niggas in the locker room were like, "We told you not to get that girl."
But put your red
shit,
socks
man.
up,
So,
and you wore some patent leather shoes that day, didn't you?
I probably did.
Lord have mercy. Somebody
Bro,
had them, man.
Slick
Some
say-
penny loafers or something.
Slick say that was the shit back in school. And plus 639.
That cookie.
Yes, sir. The
Yeah.
cookie factory.
That
Yes,
cookie,
yes,
cookie
yes.
come trying to tell. I used to work at one of them, y'all. Fun fact.
Shout out Greenbrier Mall.
Yes, that's where I got the cookie cake from. Greenbrier Mall.
Yeah.
But I ain't mean to get off topic, man. We gonna slide back.
I'm gonna reel you back on in.
Yes,
We're still on the
yes.
universal law. So what they should have done was this then. The law of gravity. And that ain't as simple as what goes up comes down. When I mean the law of gravity, I mean like putting the type of energy out in the universe towards people that you want to gravitate back towards you. So you gave somebody a cookie that wasn't gonna give you no cookie, goddamn, basically. That's how I look at that thing, man. Then she over here feeds somebody else, man. What kind of energy was she putting back to you, bro? Like, I don't even like that.
It was the
I
game.
wish I knew I'd have joned the hell out of that.
But
hoe, man.
it was the
my
game.
bad on
though.
that.
She was
I'd have took that whole cookie. My
was
bad
a
on
year,
that too.
She was a year older than me. She was a little more mature. She was fine, like
Bruh.
like 7th grade
Bruh,
fine back then.
I
you know what I'm saying?
specialize in older women. I definitely wish I would have had that. 'Cause, hey, man, I'm trying to tell you. Look, the older women. No wonder she took your cookie. She knew what she wanted. She just wanted your little money, man. You
I mean,
sponsored
absolutely.
the next thing. Because
Absolutely.
when the older women would deal with me, the first thing they would be like, "I don't want to break your heart now," and be like, they tell me damn near how long this gonna last and what they want. I'm like, damn, when did I get on the itinerary schedule? But that's just how it goes.
The trauma was early for me in the game.
Right.
And she never explained herself or nothing. Like nothing was said about it. Like you just gotta take that L, Mitch. You know, young Mitchell, you gotta take that L.
You never
man.
mentioned it anymore, nothing.
So
Never again.
fellas, when you out there trying to court or date, just understand the law of gravity. Whatever you putting out there, wherever you want to go, like you say you want that queen, but you gravitating towards the strip club, just understand when you in there, you gonna get what you gravitating towards.
He
That's
wasn't
how that go.
gravitating toward those strip clubs
Hey.
in 7th grade.
Not in the 6th and 7th grade, of course he
Okay,
wasn't.
I'm
He was
just
probably
messing with
gravitating
you.
toward a snack line or some shit like that, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, that third one, because I'm giving y'all three per Monday, is the law of fellowship. All right, and with that, we just did that. See, check this out now, Mitch. You live in these universal laws as we talking to our audience. We fellowshipping with someone that was married. We were talking about courtship.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
see, that's how this shit already ties into play, bro. Like depending on sometimes the effect you want, fellowship, hang around, be around the people that kind of have already experienced what you want to experience, or that can show you, you know what I'm saying, like maybe the end result of what you're trying to go for.
I believe
Or give you
courting
some
was
good advice.
easier when we were younger.
Absolutely.
It was.
Absolutely.
Back
It was.
when we were younger, I think now courting is a very difficult
Is
it
because
thing
of
to achieve because of the fact of you have so many influences.
expectations.
The expectations, right? Well, you have influences that implement expectations from from both sides, I believe. But you know, I believe when I was younger, I didn't really court a lot of people. I think I got courted a lot, like when I was in high school, because I was young. You know, I had a lot of people just thought they was just gonna, teach me something.
Come and blow your mind.
Right. I had an 18-year-old,
Yeah.
one summer tell me, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah.
This pussy yours all summer. And I got scared.
But you didn't do that hot girl
No,
summer
I
with
got
me.
scared. I got scared.
You got scared?
And I never talked to her again. But I was only 12. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that was
she was finna take it from me.
She was a senior. I think I was no, I'm sorry. I was 14. She was a senior and I was a junior. And it was just like those type of things. Like I had one heartbreak and I had stayed with her all summer. Her family also literally stayed with her all summer. And then at the end of the summer, she was like, you know what? I don't think this gonna work. Broke my heart.
Hold on. Before you say anything, real quick, it's crazy that you say that, man. And I'm not here for the trying to be hard. Women think men don't go through shit.
Right.
Like we don't have heartbreaks. Like we don't, be upset about nothing.
Right.
They literally think like, you know what I'm saying? Shit don't happen.
We have no feelings.
And I mean, it's happened. Well, I ain't buy nobody no cookie cake since seventh grade.
Please don't.
But I have,
don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
I would consider I have had my, heartbroken as a grown man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think if I wasn't married for such a long period of time, I probably would have a lot more heartbreaks than I did because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a romantic guy. When I'm with you, I'm with you, and I'm not trying to. Like they say, date a lot of people till you find the right one. I can't do that because I can't concentrate on too many. So all my focus is gonna be on you. If we going out having dinner, all my focus is gonna be on you. Now I'm not going to stalk you or any of that stuff. Yeah. But I'm going.
But you can't get your time back, man.
Right.
So I want to piggyback off of what you were saying as far as
say we don't think that about me.
Thinking courtship
with a laughing emoji.
No,
thinking like
with a LOL after
courtship in the past was different or easier. Yeah, because first of all, we didn't have these cell phones and all these ways of keeping up with each other. So me, I remember like. I don't want to waste a woman's time on my own. You can't keep, like, you got to be where you say you're going to be. Well, I am because I'm a man of my word. With the cell phones and all this stuff now, you can just text them, hey, man, I ain't going to make it or whatever. So I would choose different, wisely because I don't want to waste this lady's time. I can't necessarily keep up with them as much. You know what I'm saying? And then also back then, being a player, they would be like, oh, you a player, or we'd be like, oh, you a tease or things like that. So I didn't want to be labeled as that, like that. If one girl say that, now I'm fucked. You see what I'm saying? Something similar to that. So,
oh man, go ahead, please. Oh man, I got something to add to that, though.
And then now, okay, with the investing, spending money like the cookies and all this other shit, as a man now, I have what I call a charger to the game category. So like, you gonna benefit off me just because I got money and I'm trying to do me, live me, be happy, just be comfortable. You're gonna benefit off the fucking fumes anyway. That's what I call charging it to the game. So like, if you show up, if I say, hey, let's go here to eat, man, show up. I'll pay for the fucking parking. I'm gonna pay the tip. I'm gonna pay to eat, whatever. That's charging it to the game to get to try to know you.
Pay a bill too.
Now they're paying. I'm glad you just said that.
They want you to pay a light bill too.
I know.
We better go over to our attention now.
I don't know you like that for no car note. We're gonna have to quarter lot for the car note. That's all I'm saying. Now,
Slick says,
hey, it's okay. I keep going now.
Slick says everybody has some type of feelings.
Yeah, we do.
639 says that's how men act, like they don't have feelings. See,
we have to though.
Act like that.
When we act like we got feelings, we solve for some. Or y'all want to run game on us, take advantage of it.
We guard ourselves.
The emotion is already there.
Everybody guard up.
The emotions, because you can see by what I'm doing as a man, I'm taking care of business. I don't have to be emotional about it.
Everybody's guard's gonna be up nowadays because I don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want to be taken advantage of.
And look,
I don't want to look like a sucker. You don't want. You know what I'm saying?
All that pillow talking.
That's the worst mindset to have going into a relationship. You're already. That's your mindset. This person gonna take advantage of me immediately. That's. I was telling somebody not too long ago, man. I think a lot of them don't work is because you're always looking for something to happen. Like you're not just letting it happen. You're looking for something bad
to happen
immediately. Like, oh, this can't be. If it's going too good, It can't be real. It's something going on. And I'm gonna drop this real quick too. Another intangible or thing that's totally just out of control.
That boy used the big word intangible, y'all.
SAT word, man.
I got a word. That's a Kaplan word. I got a word coming up too, but go ahead.
But another caveat to that.
Double hit him one time. Boom.
Another caveat to that, man. But we live in a world where, especially if you have a footprint, definitely on social media. Shit, it don't even have to be social media. We live in a world, and females do this, are notorious for this. If they see you happy, and they might meet the female that you know, or they may know her or know someone that knows her. Girl, I used to date him. And I'm just like, that makes me not want to be social. I don't. Now see that'll go back to what you said about you, because like, and the funniest thing is, I was telling the girl about that. She said a woman came up to me and was talking about how my boyfriend used to be, and she was like, "Well, shit, it's my turn now. Let me see if he go. You know, let me see if he go. Not my turn, like you turn. Yeah, bro. No, but they were just like, don't be telling me how he was with you. I got a question for you. That
story time. I got a question for you.
What's up?
Have you ever had? I know you're gonna be like, yeah, it is, but two in the same room and they didn't know.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
this is Atlanta, man.
Okay.
That's Atlanta thing.
So, but it's gotta be. Now, I asked you that because that brings a testament to who you are. If you can have two in the same room and don't nobody blow nobody's cover, hey man.
Yeah, man. I don't dirt. I ain't dirt dog.
I just be like, you got a fur coat somewhere, don't you?
Or you have two in the room and they know and still don't nobody blow.
Oh, that's even better. Now you got a derby with the fur coat and it came. Shit, we might as well play Olivia for you.
Right.
Let's do this thing.
Okay, let me get a couple comments.
Yeah, get a comment in because I got something that's Slick really gonna make the women happy.
Slick says pillow talk is what differentiates a fuck and a relationship. Differentiates between a fuck and a relationship. If they pillow talk you in a relationship. He says, but you gotta let your guards down to try and build and learn about a person you may be interested in.
I don't have to.
You let your guard down.
Nah, that guard is always up. My guard is for her and for me. The guard is up, so I won't run through.
Are you ever gonna let your guard down?
Yeah, I'm gonna let the guard down.
When the guard gonna be let down?
We ain't gonna let it down, brother.
You gonna have to let it down eventually.
I'm gonna be like this. She has the remote to let it down. See, y'all ain't peeped that. It's gonna be up till she let it down. I gotta find the right one. That's all that is. Other than that shit is up. And that's it.
So what do you call having your guard up? What is
Oh
that?
Man, nothing, just me being careful about who I choose, because I don't want to waste no woman's time. I don't want to hurt no woman. I don't want to take no woman up through there. I don't want no expectations that I can't live up to, because I'm not going to put no expectations that she can't live up to. I want someone that's into what I'm into. Someone that if I say something, like if I'm thinking something, they're thinking ahead of the game for me. Like we're investing in each other. Like I don't want to control nobody. You see, none of that. Like I'm the most easygoing person. But see, when people start trying to add things to the equation, like make me do this, demand that, I fall back, because you don't have to demand shit. It's already coming with it. I take care of myself. So I'm going to pick someone that I can take care of. But you're not going to demand that I take care of you, because it's natural. I like natural flow, natural movement, natural current. You see what I'm saying? Not nothing forced. Not something that you got to keep reminding me, keep telling me. If you have to keep reminding me, then it's not for you. I'm not for you. Because guess what? Ain't nobody had to remind me it's time for me to feed my daughter or nothing like that. You see what I'm saying? I'm on that. That's something that's like an unconditional. So I flip the same way for the woman that I'm with. I got friends, good friends that are women that I treat like queens. You see
what do you think? And both of y'all can answer this. What do you think has caused this this mentality of this entire mentality of entitlement?
Honestly, I'm gonna say men not living up to what they should be, and meaning when I say that, like, I'm coming from a fact that it's too many young men being raised without an older male presence. So you're gonna get feminine tendencies from them. Like I see women, like if you're gonna yank your son, you're gonna beat your son, you're gonna say that the daddy ain't shit in front of him and he can process this, then what do you think he's going to do, or how do you think he's going to pass the baton when he's older? Now this ain't everybody, because I've seen some wonderful mothers that I admire that can actually raise a son. But at some point I said, and I started out as, men are dropping the ball. Like, ain't no way you supposed to allow the woman to try to raise that son by herself. Me, if I had a son, I have a daughter, and I don't give a damn. The mother wasn't gonna raise her by herself. It's a son. You're not gonna raise the child by themselves. I'm going to be involved in it because it means a lot. Like, if you don't know how a man will discipline a young man and put in that man, because I would raise my young man, hey, when it's time, you need to be able to take care of your mom. You need to be able to take care of your sister. You need to be able to take care of whatever woman that's going to come in your life, financially, physically, and mentally. That's what I would install in him. I do the same for my daughter, but it's take care of yourself, take care of your mom, take care of me.
Well, actually, that's what I meant. So growing up, I really say, and damn, how old am I? I'll be 49 in October. Okay. I'll say probably up until.
But you gonna be older than me?
Yeah.
Man, what is you, 75 or some shit?
76, man. Yeah,
oh, you just come before me, man. Let's stop telling our age, bro.
I know, right?
Here's a drink to you.
But yeah, we were talking about this the other day too, about how when we were, and shit, that's really like 15 to 20 years ago. We can go back that far. I didn't know any women that were on, and I'm not saying, look, this is not me saying that, everybody got their own thing. If you're 50-50 in it, or if you're 60-40, or if whatever you just expect the man to just do whatever, that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? My parents would always tell me, man, what work for us, work for us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we do shit. You know what I'm saying? We had when they got married, they had to sit down about how they was gonna break shit down, or how they was gonna do this, that, and the other. But 20 years ago, none of this. I don't recall it dating anybody and this even being like a discussion. Like even when I was dating somebody seriously, like 20 years ago, we never, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't never like, oh, well, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody just had a plan.
Stipulations from the real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So hold on real quick, Lab, you were married 25 years. Did y'all just make a plan and stuck to the plan as far as finances? I mean, like stuff like that, because now, we
did make a plan. We did in the beginning try to stick with those plans, but
shit happens.
What the problem was that a lot of times I think I was making the plans and she wasn't really with the plan. She was going along with it, but it kind of got to the point to where, because we both had real estate license, we both had broker's license. She had a license to do hair, from the state of Georgia. So what we were going to do was buy stuff, rent out property and stuff like that. But as time went on, as a year or two went out, we went through the class, got the licenses and all that stuff. She decided she didn't want to do that anymore. So it's just like you try to have a plan, but if the person that you're with who's really may say that I'm with that plan, but they really not with the plan, you got to really make sure that they with the plan. Because I had plans on being retired at 50. We were going to be done and retired at 50 if we would have stick with what we were doing. But it just was ups. It just always ups and downs. It's always hills and valleys. With more valleys than hills. So it just
Okay, gotcha. Okay. One thing.
Cosmetology license. I'm sorry, that's what she had. Cosmetology license.
One of the most important aspects of courtship that I want to nail home and double down on. I love this one right here. Evolution over time. This is the most important thing, because commitment is the time in the evolution. But okay, so it's a romantic relationship often change and it deepens, as partners learn and grow together, with the initial passionate phase often transitioning into a more stable and committed bond, right? So basically what they're saying is, after the physical attraction, man, after all of that touching and feeling, there's supposed to be a bond there, a bond from growing together, learning together, communicating with each other, so that you don't want to break that bond.
Right.
And see, I'm old school like that. Like, I can't be running around here trying to build these bonds with everybody that I meet like that, because my energy to me is sacred. You know what I'm saying? It's important to me. And then also, I always enter trying to court or date or talk to a woman like this. How can I treat you in a way that maybe someone else hasn't?
Right.
Or I don't want to keep doing the same thing with you that I did with them, because you ain't gonna feel special. So I always try to save and hold on to certain type of moves and maneuvers and thoughts for that one special person. Seriously, so that you, I mean, like, if I give one person my all, and it don't work, then I'm cheating that next person to a degree.
Because you want to hold back on it.
So that's why I don't necessarily be putting myself out there for no every woman. It's more than the physical to me. It's more than just, you look good to me. Like, you got to pick me up when I'm down. Like, I want that text in the morning, like, hey, King, or whatever, go out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. We need people proud of us a lot. Like, I don't care.
Have you seen the videos where the ladies are going around to, like, random men and just telling them, like, hey, brother, you look nice.
That shit will make me feel great.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's what we do to women every goddamn day.
Yeah, man.
Y'all be like,
a lot of pressure on.
Yeah. I mean, like, when did you get tired of, hey, beautiful? Like, if you don't want to be complimented and somebody to tell you good morning, that's some negative ass hate that need to be
now
trumped.
You know what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna say, oh, because you're saying it to everybody, but you don't know
what?
That, though.
Not only that, but everybody don't mean the same to me.
Yeah.
And I don't treat everybody the same. Everybody can't get that. What's your Zelle or your Cash App? Let me get you a smoothie or some breakfast this morning. Let me send you $50 on some gas this morning, or whatever you got to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the problem we have now is that everybody think they are worth more than they really are. We all think that we are, and we should, I guess. But we all have this mentality that we are all up here. And if we're all up here, then there's nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all want the best and most extravagant things given to us, and we all want to be treated a certain way, and we all wanted to be treated a certain way differently. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all wanted to be treated a certain way. Like, you can't say good morning beautiful to me if you say good morning beautiful to her, but you can't say you can't say how's everything going sexy to me if you saying it to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how do we navigate
now it's good morning ugly.
I saw you said that too. But like, that's why this dosed
good
up
morning ugly.
ain't nobody on no pedestal, ain't nobody higher than nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a milligram of dose of medication for anybody. Everybody. You see what I'm saying? This right here, this show right here represents, it's a voice for everyone. For the homeless,
well,
for
I'm
the
locked up.
Just in general. Yeah, all that though. You just, hey, I feel you on that, but I just had to say, you know, like, cause I know I ain't on nobody's pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm high up there, I'm not above nobody.
And we all should, like I said, we all should feel that way. But if it creates a conflict in trying to court, and
exactly,
people,
bring your ass on down to reality.
Just trying to see.
It's like the lady that you meet, and she can't pronounce whatever she's trying to get to eat or drink at the restaurant or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because she's, you know, she wants you to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Meet the requirements of your requirements.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Slick says money and jealousy in relationships are end games. Sad to say, Slick says, sad to say, but everyone doesn't know how to express themselves or can tell what they need.
And with that, the word of the day, articulate. Y'all already see this shit be smooth, man. I appreciate you, Slick, and I appreciate my listeners and my viewers. I got the right people that's tuning in, because you guys are leading me straight into what I want to say. All right, so the word of the day is articulate, which is basically having and showing the ability to speak fluently and coherently. But you got to be able to articulate your feelings, articulate your emotions, articulate your purpose, articulate your thoughts. What do you intend, your intentions? A lot of us will start trying to court, but we have no articulation skills. We want to communicate, but we can't articulate exactly what we want to tell this person. So now we start cutting corners. Or leaving
shit out.
Like Slick would say, we don't pillow talk like we should, because we don't even know how to articulate.
Yeah.
All right, and now the thought of the day, because this is gonna go right along with everything else as well, and that is, we mentioned flaws earlier, but Learn to accept the flaws that you can't change. And then I have like in parentheses, man, sometimes accepting the fact that you can't change their flaw may help you move on rather than view it, like I say, as a nurturing challenge. View it as something that you can overcome when that person ain't gonna change.
Right.
And now next thing you know, you got grudges or chips on your shoulders or something that you can't get over because you feel like you've been defeated because you can't change a person that got a flaw that you just couldn't accept. So that's what I be talking about. Like when I, it's deep. You see what I'm saying? Dating means something to me because at this point in the game, man, I ain't got money to waste. I ain't got time to waste. Damn sure ain't got no emotions to waste.
Right.
And
especially
like,
when the summers are getting less and less.
Yeah, you gotta start. I want to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
What's worth it? What's
While
not
you
worth
can.
it.
I respect women. I love women. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm not going to. I don't want you to have an experience that you just don't like with dose. Simple as that. Like I need them 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? On my report card or whatever. You see, so. If anything, you'd be like, he respectfully declined. Like he didn't take me up through there. When a lot of times you can.
True.
Oh man, I like this, man.
Right.
So I must be resonating because you two gentlemen right here are soaking in something. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I keep going. Another thing that was up under the courtship was the expression of affection, right? So that's basically like showing love and care through gestures, physical touch, you know what I'm saying, and quality time spent together. So the expressions of affection, to me, that's what you work for. That's what you work towards. If you get it too,
some people, men and women, don't like that.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
Or like
what you
we
mean
said
don't
earlier,
like open, wide open immediately.
Not
It's a
even
drag.
working
It's not
towards
that.
it.
It's
not even
okay.
working towards it. It's
I
just
give
that
it-
they don't like
I
that.
know
Like,
exactly what you're talking
they
about,
don't.
lad.
They don't know about it.
If your lady's going through something,
Yeah.
if you see your lady getting emotional or crying, and you try to hold your lady or hug your lady or wipe the tears away, they don't know how to accept it. I mean, it's a hard it's a hard knock life, man.
Well, I'm good on that then, because I get the opposite. They be mad at me, bro. When you don't show no emotion on that shit, like if you don't stress out, you don't move with urgency, you don't do what you just said, they be like, man, what's up with this? Like my
the comments
God
not
is up.
going what we saying.
So
I ask them,
what I try to do though, honestly, because I'm a compassionate guy, I don't want to see no man, woman, child, elders, none of that like distressed or distraught. So definitely if you my lady and you distraught. But like you say, if I get a vibe that what y'all were just talking about don't work for them, man, I know how to, man, shit, man. I mean, you know, the bath will be drawn or something, motherfucker. I just go out there and buy something. All right, here you go. Here go a shirt.
Miss Mix-a-Lot says
it's better than being silly, D.
Always show love.
Thank you. That's what I just said. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, basically, bro, give them something to shop with. Shopping always tends to work.
Shopping always works.
Some perfume, some diamonds, some shoes, a pocketbook,
right?
Some D&G sunglasses. Bruh, I'm going down the line, bro. Like I say, all that works, bro. Oh, and even a nice place to eat. Tacos be working nowadays, bro. You know, man.
Slick says, don't roll over my woman's point of view. I'm not sure what point we was at that. If the woman is just a fuck, why does she know about me and our household? I guess it's talking about
wow.
two
See, Slick, that's that. That go on the
bro.
pillow talking. And then see, here's the thing. I'm not into this, but if I got a main and I'm out there somewhere in the pasture trying to have some fun, you don't get to know nothing about my personal life like that, man. You just legs open, that's what it is. When it's done, it's done. So cause I'm already feeling guilty for doing that, which is like I say, I don't do. But younger me, maybe. Older me, now. Like
nothing.
That's
about
just betrayal. Like you don't drop information on your man.
So do you feel like anything? And I'm not saying like, cause I one of my biggest pet peeves is comparisons. Like as soon as I hear a woman say, when I used to talk to such and such, it could be good or bad.
Right.
Just don't compare me to nobody that you used to date, because I'm not them. But do you think, is there anything that should be shared from your past relationships? Like anything that may have caused you, you know what I'm saying, some type of the reason that or them saying the reason that I am like this is because the previous person I was with. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that should ever be discussed?
I
ask both of y'all that.
Some
I like that. I got a way to answer that too.
Don't like that because they claim that's bringing baggage from your own relationship
exactly.
to your new relationship.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
I always say that we all bring baggage because we learn lessons from our previous relationship that we don't want repeated on us or repeated. We don't want to repeat to the person we with in our new relationship. So like, you know, if the person that you were with was a cheater, you're going to start watching them signs that you didn't necessarily notice in your previous relationship. Now you're going to watch it in this current relationship because you don't want to be hurt that way again. Yeah. So I don't know why people think that, oh, you can't carry baggage from one relationship to the other relationship. You're going to carry some residue. I don't know how you get around it.
I tell you, when I be entering anything new, man, I just let them know what I learned from the last one, and I ain't trying to go through it, man. I just be transparent.
Bringing it over.
No, man, I don't have no baggage, man. Like,
I guess you try to prep it up in a more positive light.
So here's the thing. Like, if I bring baggage with me, that's an expectation I'm already putting on her, and especially if I don't let her know the baggage that I'm bringing with me. And then I just had a whole fucking episode last week about no grudges and no carrying things with me, man. To me, baggage is grudges and luggage. I ain't got all that, bro.
Well, baggage
like,
could
you
be
get a clean slate when you operate with me because you deserve that. I don't even know you. I'm trying to build something with you. So why would I carry something extra that will make me judge you extra?
I feel
but those are learned experiences.
I feel
you have learned experiences, not necessarily.
And that's why I was
learned experiences. Then
so check it
out.
Those
are learned experiences.
Them learned experiences be making my decision making with who I choose.
Okay, so you are definitely using your learned experiences.
Yeah, you're right. No. So what I'm saying is, Lab, I'll take what you're teaching me, and I will pick someone based off that, so I don't have to take that into with it. Okay. So in other words, your lessons are teaching me how to pick someone, so I don't have to actually carry that baggage with me.
I totally get what you're saying. I'm the type of person like, look, if it's something, you know what I'm saying, that's making you act the way that you fucking act,
right?
You know that was in a previous relationship,
right?
Tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got time to be guessing what the fuck is going on or why you acting like that.
Even if they say like there's nothing, you still have to pay attention.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention. If you don't want to be, and I'm just going to say this for anybody, if you don't want to be hurt, taken advantage of, or whatever, you have to pay attention to signs that may be there that love may blind. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I was blinded by love. I was in love with my ex-wife. It was what it was. I didn't see a lot of signs that I probably should have known.
That shit feel good, man.
But now, you know,
it just hurt when you don't.
I gotta pay attention. I can't let love blind me to certain things. Certain things I may see that may be a sign of something that I went through previously. If you don't want to go through stuff that you went through that may have hurt you previously, you definitely got to pay attention to what's going on now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I want to run down some things that courtship didn't necessarily cover, which lets me know that what we were talking about, what you were talking about, Mitch, like sometimes when people have that expectations or like you privilege. All right, so what courtship didn't do, it didn't specify no particular gender roles or what somebody was going to do. Courtship didn't specify no amount of finances that somebody was supposed to come into this thing with and spend when they don't even know you and they're trying to get to intimately know you. But it does kind of say how you would like to be treated. And then other things is like, how do you actually feel about the person that you want to have a courtship with? These are certain things that you need to be trying to understand or realize before you take that step. And then maybe the decisions that you choose or the person that you choose, you won't necessarily be having a negative experience with them as far as like, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years maybe with this person? And where do you see yourself as a person, period? Because if you don't see yourself in a certain type of light or at a certain type of success yourself, and you want to be with someone else in a courtship or a relationship, or you dating someone, that may turn them off. All right. Also, I got, like I say, are the flaws that you don't like about yourself affecting your significant other? You might want to take that in consideration. That wasn't necessarily mentioned in the courtship. Have limits and boundaries that you're going to set as far as what you won't accept and what you will accept, and are the limits and boundaries being tested? Because I would rather be tested by accident than intentional. And I noticed some women be like, oh, I just did that just to see how you going to respond. Don't do that to me, because I ain't doing nothing like that to you. Let's let it be natural so we can understand how we naturally respond.
Right.
If you evoke or provoke something and you're intentionally doing it, and you see something that you dislike, and now you want to judge somebody on that, that's you being a complete fool. Because the situation didn't even have to happen that way.
Didn't cause for that.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna end this. I never got to my snacking around, because I'm gonna go beast on y'all next month. When I say beast, I already told Lab I'm finna be sending him videos, wife beatered up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be like, boy, this man snort protein or something like that. But when I want to recharge and snack around after a workout, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't eating no fruit, I ain't eating no vegetables, I just might do some granola, man, and some trail mix. You know, you could put some nuts and some berries and some dates and dried up fruit and etc. in your trail mix. You see what I'm saying? So we on that, man.
For sure, man. I'm gonna leave y'all. I leave y'all with the parting word of the day from the Love Doctor, man. Ladies, man, just because he good for your whole don't mean he good for your soul, man.
Not the whole for the soul. On that, you know what I'm saying? We gonna throw them M's up one more time for Dr. King. You know what I'm saying? Easy, a lot of respect on that.
Be easy. We appreciate y'all for tuning in too, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man.
I like that. Mitch just went on here to set it off for y'all. So we'll see you next week. Later.
Yeah. Grams leaders CC's, pounds. Close cash, close call, close encounter, close up, pounds of liters of grams, get your dose up, cut this up, post up, hey, get dosed up. This for them voted like the movement, make the most of. Monday night at 8, I can't wait to set you straight. These opinions and debates, for them folk that can't relate. I gotta elevate your mind through these signs of the time. Dishing out that medication for that deaf, dumb and blind. And I ain't hard to find, you can catch me in no trenches. I do the groundwork and I ain't waiting on no sense. I be touching on them topics politicians fail to mention. And I don't vote for nobody that ain't got good intentions. I'm relentless for my people and I'm here to make a change. I got that truth serum hooked directly to your veins. Hey, this is for my people, tune in, catch a